What is that? It's event planning. You're already doing event planning. You don't need a degree to do it. So we need to challenge ourselves. We need to challenge ourselves. There's opportunities for young people. There's opportunities for every one of us. Things that can help us to be independent without asking anybody for money. That day, I didn't know that Daniel was into food and I didn't even know that is what he does. One day, I asked him, he said that's what he does. It's okay. There are 2 phones in my house. My 2 phones. I sent it to him, if they sit, and the phones are working. So if I ask another person, like I've asked my brother, and he said he's into digital stuff. What do I need? It's just for me to give him look at this is my website. This is my website. Go to it. Advise me. That's what I need. Because I cannot do my own and do his own. So when I tell you, okay, go to my website. Muslim festival is on Friday. I want a flyer that I've sent to my customers. How much will that cost me? He said 2,000, 5,000. So I said the only to him. Has he not ended it? He has ended it. Then on Thursday night or Friday morning, he sent it to my WhatsApp. Oh, that's what we need to do. Send the flyer to my WhatsApp, and I send it to my customers and my friends who are Muslims. Business is done. I mean, then he will go through and also help me do other things. So that is how we keep running the reactions that will help us to be useful to ourselves and the society. Then child care, babysitting, all those things. Those things are big things in overseas. They're not here. Babysitting. You are paid power overseas. But here, it's also a big business. It's also a big business. As we are not doing anything, like you have somebody who will tell you, please, I'll be going to a conference this week. Please, can you help me and be staying with my children? Then God, as a conference person, will stay with the children. The person will come back, okay, take 20,000, take 30,000, take 40,000. Those ones you don't need any degree to do them. You know? Like all this sourcing of items these days, I heard some people buy things from they say it's called a table. You know, I was told that some of them they will sell toys to you. That's what I was told. I've not bought anything there, but there's another one on AliExpress. I know my sister-in-law has helped me buy canvas at the point from AliExpress. Now, that place can be a sourcing venue for you. You come and say, oh, please, I'm selling shoes, or I'm selling canvas. Then you can go to AliExpress, get the pictures, post it on your WhatsApp status. People will see them say, I like this. Do you have it? Yes. What size do you get? AliExpress, I was told it's 3-4 days. I don't know now. You see, it's 3-4 days video. You not tell, okay, I will send it to you. As many persons in Lagos, outside Lagos, 3-4 days. You get it, size 42. Yes. The person likes the picture, you bring it and send it to the person pays you. No office. Nothing lost. You have achieved that. You know, food selling, food. Richard's wife sells snacks here. I mean, there are some other people that come to this church. They come with zobo. They come with granite. They come with other things. There's no office. When you come, you know your customers, you know people you can give and they will buy it. You go and you sell it, they will make your money. It's also a way of helping us to be able to have our own personal money. So, laundry services, washing clothes. In my estate there, I see some people that come to wash clothes for people every Saturday. When they come, they will wash for 2-3 families. And by the time they finish, that's not how they will not make like 10,000 in a day, just one Saturday. Okay, if you repeat it for 4 times in a month, that's 40,000. That is, you are still doing your normal things you are doing, but these are parts of things you have done to also help you. You know, car washing, and so many other things. So there is a lot we can do for ourselves. We don't need to, yes, there are challenges of low funding, infrastructure, basic education, but many of these crafts or SMEs, you don't need to have excess money for you to start it. You only just need to show the zeal, show the passion, show that passion. So whatever you're doing, assuming it's, let's say for instance, it's baking, you need to have passion for what you're doing. You need to have passion for it. You need to have passion. You need to love what you're doing. You need to love it. If you don't love the business you're doing, you will not succeed. Just for me, when I told you like 2012, I lost passion in what I was doing. It's not as if I was doing it, but that passion of waking up, talk back in the morning, you drove your car, the passion left me. So you need to have passion for that thing you want to do. And when you have that, you will see that you will keep succeeding, you will keep going up and going up and going up before you know it. It's time to do it. So my brothers and sisters, there are so many things we can achieve as young people. The government is not helping us, but we need to help ourselves. So today I want to challenge every one of us. I'm challenging each and every one of us. I'm challenging each and every one of us that we need to hit the streets. We need to start thinking well. Stop, leave that fashion you are thinking about. Leave that fashion cloth. Leave that fashion shoe. Leave that party wonder. Leave that shape you are thinking. Start thinking of how to be successful. And it is only you who can create that success for yourself. Nobody will create that success for you. You are the one that will create that success for yourself. You will be the one to open that door for yourself, doors of favor for yourself. Because if you are not pushing yourself, nobody will push you. The push will need to start from you. You need to push yourself first. Then other people will now say, yes, it's pushing. Then other people will now come and help you to push. If you come to me and say, Brother Alex, I want to start, let me take for instance, I want to start car wash in the parks. Because I remember in those days, when if you go to ShopRite, you get some people, when you just park, you come and tell so okay, I help you wash your car before you come back. That's it. Go ahead. Before you know it, that guy can wash like 10-15 cars in a day, or 1,000. Because some guys come back like, hey, somebody wants to wash the car, and you give the guy 1,000 to wash the car. You understand? So for the person who will have come, okay, maybe you enter inside the shop right? Before you come out, somebody has already washed your car very well. Washed the car very well. And he's standing there. Okay, I help you wash your car. I look at the car and say, wow. Very neat. You sure, instead of 1,000, you give like 2,000. Because you want to appreciate this. It's also a source of revenue. Because you don't need to be idle. You don't need to just be there, be idle. In this church, I know there are so many of our brethren. If you start and say, this is what I want to do, and they have seen you doing it, and they see that they see that passion, they see that thing, you pitch that thing you want to do. You understand? You pitch that thing you want to do. I am telling you that there is no way that person is working. My support, 10,000. My support, 15,000. And that's what I want to encourage your leaders is this. Get all the youth leaders you know that God has blessed in this church. Get them one day. Get every one of them, invite them as panel, let them come there. You people should pitch what you want to do to them. If you want to learn how to do, if you want to learn tailoring, tell them you want to do tailoring. That you have started, you want to buy a machine. Machine is 50,000, 60,000, I have 20,000. They will contribute that money and give you. You people need to challenge those, your leaders. So we need to do that. We need to pitch our passion, our business, that we have in mind. Tell somebody, this is what I want to do. This is my passion. This is what I want to do. This is what the essence have gone. I need this to kickstart it. I need this to make it happen. I need this to make sure that I do this. When you tell somebody that way, and the person says, yes, I've seen that thing, I've seen that passion, I've seen the person is really ready to do this, the person will help you. But nobody will want to say, give you money, today you give you money, you come down and give 5,000, person give 5,000, when you give that, you got buy food, buy 5,000. But when you come and say, I want to start doing this, or I have started doing this, but this is my challenge, this is where I am. The person will always have compassion and say, okay, Because you have started, because you have said yes, I want to do this. The person will have compassion. He may not give me all the money you need, but 10,000, 5,000 goes a long way to support that craft that is your brain. I think I've taken much of your time. Okay, just about how many minutes to 7? I'm concluding. We have discussed so many things about craft and things we can do to be successful. I don't know who has a question for me, so we can start with the question. Thank you so much.
Thanking Daddy this evening for bringing to our attention the many things that we can do as young people to thrive in this life, not also to just rely on looking for white collar jobs and other things like that. So we shouldn't be resting so much on our laurels. We should always open our mind up to things that are available to us. He has mentioned a lot. He's mentioned laundry. He's mentioned a lot of services that don't even require you having your own space to execute. So at this point of time, we are not going to take much of our time. We're just going to go straight into questions. I'm going to be starting from my far right column. Is there any questions from that side? Any question? So moving on to the next column, do we have any questions on this point? Okay, we have 2, Daniel 3, and we'll go to
everybody will ask me question. Everybody. Let's start with that. Don't give everybody one ask everybody to ask me.
All right.
I'm taking almost 1 hour. So I need everybody to ask me questions.
Good evening. Good evening. Okay. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for the teaching. Thank you very much, sir. For businesses that are started for a while and they're trying to build something, then we know how difficult it is to scale something to become like that. Because we're building, let's say, laundry business that we're doing over and over, weekly. The money is not enough to be a revenue shop. What is your advice for a business like that? What are the avenues we can
to facilitate that scaling, like financial one. Okay. When I started, I told the people how I started my business. You know, the first 5 years in every business is always very difficult. It's a time of building. The first 5 years is always a time of building. Any business that survives 5 years probably will survive. Because the first 5 years is always challenging. Breaking even. Assuming you are in a rented apartment where you are doing your business. Look, let me talk about rented apartment where you have your business, and then you are paying rent. You also have staff costs. You also have other overhead costs and thereabout. Within that 5 years, it's always challenging. No business can start immediately and break even. But like I mentioned, consistency. You need time. You need to give time to that business. You won't start making money today. When I started my business, in the first 5 years, I don't think there was a time I did a business of one ticket, as in, let me say, one LPO. There was no time I did an LPO of, I don't think there was a time I did an LPO of 10 million. Okay, let me say 10, 15 million. But after my 5 years, I found out that I was doing some LPOs of 50 million, 80 million, 100 million, one LPO. But now that we have gotten to level, we are doing one ticket for 100 million or one ticket at 80 million. What is our focus? Our focus is that we intend in the next 5 years, our next ticket is to do what? Do 200 million for one ticket. So that is where my eyes is now. So you see that period we are trying to go up and it seems it's not going up. My brother, you see that you say fixing period, you go to there's nothing you can do about it. You can't break even today. If you have the story of Slot, that is there, you read about him, and so many other people. Read about people who are doing business. Read about successful businesses in this country. They all went through this sitting period. And many of them, it takes them years of doing the same thing, buildings, working hard every day, living hard every day, working. But you see that it gets to there's one place here, around 2000 and maybe around 2015, maybe around 2021 or 2022. Godobong, I don't know whether you know Godobong. There was a day he said that we came for something in church. He said he's gotten to one place and he dropped it when they are preaching it. When I got there, one upstairs there, I don't think they are Nigerians, so maybe they are Lebanese or something. When I got there and see what is happening there, I was surprised. To repair food, they have so many staff, so many people. Everything is small. Working hard, consistency, just keep doing it. After some time, when the people will be, when those labor you are laboring, those overnight, sleepless nights, thinking and so on, when it will begin to, you are not, it's God that does all those things, it's not you. But just be doing that thing, keep doing the same thing. Now you're into digital stuff, you repair phones, you do other things, keep doing it. Very soon, many people will know you that, Mr. Daniel, that is his major business. That's the best. When people begin to say he's the best, it then means you have arrived. Your money has come. And it will come in Jesus' name.
Thank you for your question, sir. So my question is, for example, you make mention of that when you are people want to just follow that, be consistent on that. So and then let me moving into digital marketing. For example, you saw people posting so many things. Yeah, sometimes maybe quite last 2 years or so, I used to do it. They will not post one, they will post many, and then maybe post food, post clothes, post this, so many things, put everything there. And then when they will, I get some comment that ask me, I have everything, just ask me, and then give everything. So my question now is that normal? Is that a good way to build a business?
Well, the person is trying to be the master of all. But you see, at that time, I can believe that person has not really know what he or she wants to do. Because if you want to say, assuming that you put, I view your status, I see jeans, I saw sneakers, I now look at the other side, I saw food stop, and I look at the other side, I saw cars. It doesn't mean that this guy is hustling. He's not doing business. What he's doing is what? Hustling. You understand? If you want to be selling phones, my brother, there are so many people that doesn't have time to come to computer village. There's a guy here, one of the streets here. I have his number. Every time he keeps sending me different phones. Mr. Alex, come and buy food. Mr. Alex, come and buy food. One of the days I went, this phone I'm using now, I bought it, this one. Yes, I bought it. I bought this phone. That's 200,000 thereabout. I had to go to his shop to patronize him because he was always sending me bring phone today, phone tomorrow. I had to go and patronize him. You understand? But when you begin to put on your WhatsApp status, there's crayfish, there's food, there's clothes, there's car. Brother, which one are you doing now? That brother, maybe the brother behind you. Let me ask that brother, what do you do? Yes. So that is what I would have done first. I would have asked everyone of us what we do individually. But I tell me what you are doing now.
Okay, I work with Techno one.
Okay.
Alias Smart Ambassador. So a promoter puts like a slot in recreation. They call me side slot. I'm the Techno. I representing.
Okay. Now in that your business,
Yeah.
in that your business, how many people have you sold phones in this church? Techno, as in come to them and said, brother, what I market is I'm a brand ambassador of Techno. I can help you to get the best one because not all of them are very strong. I can help you get the best one, or at least pitch it to the person. You understand? The person might not buy immediately, but any day the person has I mean, think of, where can I get a small phone now? Maybe for my mother, for my sister, for my. What will come is, there's this brother in the church. He can help me get the best techno for my mother. Have you tried to do that? How many techno phones have you posted on your WhatsApp that you can supply?
Yes, do that.
You do that. Has anybody contacted you on it before? Someone has contacted you. It does not necessarily need to be in the church. So you are building a momentum. It's over time. Keep doing the same thing. You will see success before. Yes. No, yeah. Everybody talks to you, the sister. I know that sister is a civil servant. I know that the sister is a civil servant. But even being the sister is a civil servant, even being a civil servant, I know that being a civil servant will not stop you from doing business in your office. You understand me? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, they are supposed to be the track. Okay, give the guy a back. Eh? Give the brother at the back. The man's keeper. Give it to the brother.
Software developer.
Okay.
So my question is this, sir. In the field I work in, it's one where there are a lot of people that do the exact same thing that I'm doing. So in regards to how I can network myself, to show myself to people that they may not be interested in what I'm doing. They don't know that they need my skills. How can I show myself to this kind of people?
Well, that is also an issue of networking. You understand? Like personally, I didn't know what to do. But you have told me now to into software development, software development, which is also close to what Daniel is doing. See, let me tell you what I want to do. Personally, what I want to do. My first son, them are the big one. That one has told me since when he was young that he wants to do ethical hacking. Now, I now told him he's writing that he has passed it, and they got 2.3 Caleb University. Was the school. Then I told him, okay, go and read well and pass your way. Then we'll find a way to get today. And that thing I now did personally as a father was to sit down, take my laptop, ask the computer, to Google, what are the businesses or what are the courses that will be relevant in the next 30, 40, 50 years? What are the things that are going to be in high demand? You know what the computer told me? Computer told me Internet of Things, cyber security, computer sciences, and everything IT. I asked about engineering. They told me no. Engineering, law, medicine will be faced. Those things, and there will be a time in this world that if you're having some pain and you ask the computer will tell you exactly what you're suffering from. So you are not mixing it. You are in the right direction. You might not take it, but keep doing the same thing. You are in the right track. You will succeed. You are doing the right thing. Don't bother that you are not. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't keep doing what you're doing. Another thing is this. Also look out, since you have mastered what you're doing, also look at links like Upwork, all those things, Upwork. There's so many of them on that. You know what is Upwork, Abby? There's so many of them, which you can be working from your house. For instance, there's a guy in my estate, they are my neighbors. The guy read computer science. I know when they park in there, the parents, they were living in shared apartments. What it means is that the parents could not afford to pay for a whole apartment. So their family and another family were living in one apartment in my city. That guy read computer science and graduated, I think, about 3-4 years back. I can tell you, he's a boy I know. I know that so many people are doing Yahoo stuff but this is a boy I know. That guy today is doing very well. Let me not tell you what he's achieved within that period, but I can tell you that he's doing very well. He's doing extremely well. He had bought that house where they were doing shared apartments. He has bought it. He has bought it. The parents are Jehovah's Witness. He's a boy I know. He's not a boy that is too ambitious. But I can tell you that the guy has bought that apartment. That apartment is about 24 to 5 million in my estate. So you are doing the right thing. You will see that after some time, God is going to bless the works of your hand. God, oh yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm a chef and also a recipe.
That is the most important thing. That's it. You work in any restaurant?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
I work in Mega Chicken.
Hey, big boy now. Don't worry, small. Very soon you will become the head of the head of the service of that unit. Just keep doing. You need to understand it. You see, when it comes to issue of let me say cooking and all those things that surround about chef and so and cook. What you also need is consistency. Let me tell you, my wife is cooking her jollof rice. My wife does not test it. If my wife is cooking stew, she does not test it. She will not test it. If my wife, even she's handling an event anywhere, my wife does not test the food. Do you know why? She has mastered it. And people eat the food, they so boy, this food is very sweet. And because she has mastered it, she knows how many, if she wants to put magazine, she knows how many to put. You know, doing catering in a hospital is the most delicate. Go ask anybody. My wife has been in our foundation since 2018. How many years? That's 8 years, Abi. No single customer has complained of purging. It's not a hospital you will call corners. If one customer purge, you will you will they will so deal with, they will so embarrass it. No single customer has said it's purging. All our people from East, Port Harcourt, Anambra, Imo, all those places, whenever they come, they never come and eat in my wife's shop. They never eat. Some will come, they will buy soup and go. Some will come, they will buy. And this I'm telling you is not. Some people will say, even when they entered Lagos, they didn't come to hospital. They came to Lagos, they will send somebody to come and buy food for them in my wife's shop. It's because they have tested the food and it's okay. So that thing you are doing, you need to put eye in it and understand it and master it. You understand? When you master it, you see that people will be not only make sure where you're working now, also very soon, Marriott will be calling you. Very soon, which other one? Intercontinental, they'll be calling you. You understand me? Just keep doing what you're doing. There's no work you're doing that is useless. So far you're earning a living, it's useful. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you for your teaching. I don't have a question, but you made mention of IPO, sir. What's the meaning of IPO?
What?
IPO. You made mention of IPO.
Okay, LPO. That's local protest order. So that is document that is given when a company wants to give you work. When a company wants to give you work, that is the document they will give you. It's just like the contract. Okay, Katina, tell us. Your people want to know what you're doing. We want to know what everyone of us is doing.
I work with an online loan app.
And you see, when they collect money, sometimes they see they see you. When they go apply for what's their name? Pay, cash. See, they see you. They say, see this brother when they come to do cash for church. See, they go also. See this brother that is doing guy in the church. He's owing us. Then she could not pour your hand because when she say you're owing them, you don't pour your hand in that. She don't go to that day again. No. Okay, brother.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. Thank you for your teaching. I sell fragrances. I recommend. I profile. I also work with NODILPS. It's not a full-time job, but I help in registering people for the English proficiency test. That we use as savings to leave the country. I also work as an individual, and I'm learning. Well, currently in my learning stage of
other skills. So I'm also a virtual assistant, um, certified by AMS. That's basically what I do. Thank you very much. So, challenge perfume. Every one of us, you people are not patronizing, but we have you put to be patronizing each other. It's very important. Okay, bro. All right. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I really like to say I enjoyed the class. You hardly even see me writing because I usually just take a few points then dwell on those and try to give my best on it. But today, I've written like 2 pages of a lot of things. So and I have like 3 questions. Okay. First question is, how do you decide on what to do with very many options that we have? Today we have spoken about different skills. Yeah. How do you decide on what you want to do? Like yourself, when you left the banking industry, I'm sure there were more than one option. Yeah. What led to you deciding? Was it that was just what was available? Okay. Or were there any other things that made you decide to say, okay, I want to go into safety? Okay. Before I started my business, there were other things that came into my mind. It's not necessarily safety. But another thing I normally do is that before I start doing a particular thing, I normally search. Okay, let me say for instance, before I started the business of safety, what I did was to check what are that let's say annual budgets. Let's say Nigeria does not have Nigeria doesn't work with budget. You can say, okay, what's the American budget? Total budget of safety. How much is budgeted for that line? Then I'll see billions of dollars. Then I'll check Europe generally. I'll see billions of dollars. I will narrow it down. I'll check maybe like UK. I'll see billions of dollars. I will check. Okay, let me go to Arab. Let me check Dubai, Qatar. When I checked all those things, I saw the kind of budget, and now narrow it down because we don't have budget here. And I narrow it down. That's okay. We have major IOC, that's independent oil companies like you have Total, you have Shell, you have all these ones. And I said, okay, these companies, they are foreign companies. So if these budgets I'm seeing in US and seeing in Europe and also seeing in Asia and also seeing it means that these companies will buy this. That was one of the starting things that made me to go into it. So whatever, and when I said I was going to sell safety equipment, I started to love it. I put passion in what I'm doing. I started loving that business I have said I want to do. From that day, I fell in love with it. You understand? So how did I now progress or move a step further? I now registered for a course. They call it IOSH. It's a UK certification for people who are into safety. I registered for it through one company in the Wikipedia. They call what's the hybrid? They call them hybrid. You register through hybrid. Hybrid is hybrid. Register for the exam. I registered. I did the exam and I passed. So what it means now is that if I walk into an oil company now that I want to see their safety manager or their safety director, there's nothing the person will say that I will not understand. You understand? So whatever he's saying, I understand it. Why? Because I have gone a step further. I am not like a regular trader on the street, but because I've gone ahead to get a certification. So we were talking now, we say, okay, I have a certification. Say, oh, you have this, oh, yeah, remember, I know those kinds of things. So that alone has also given me a leverage. You understand? So when you want to select anything you want to do, assuming you want to go into the law, you need to start loving it. You need to have passion. You need to say, this is I want to do. You want to go into book selling. You start loving what you want to do. If you don't love it, my brother, you will not be successful.
All right, thank you, sir. So that actually leads into my next question, especially because we talked about passion. Growing up and even now, I think almost all of us here know I have passion for football. Very good, right? But for some reasons, I had to leave that path. Something now became a passion for making money. right? So at that point now, it doesn't even matter exactly what it is, right? As long as I am seeing the opportunity, I'm making the money, the passion will be there. So um, my question in that regard, especially because I understand that for some of us that want to transition, in fact, in this country, you will read something, but when you come out to practice that thing, it's a problem, and then you have to look for something else to do. Right? What would you, or how do you encourage such an individual to manage himself? Especially again, he has the option to well, he has very many options. Right? Maybe going to business for himself, or maybe learn a new skill, start working for somebody. How do you encourage such a one to make that transition?
Okay. Let me start with the area where I know where you are playing football, where I'm always, wherever I'm going out, I will see you around